Welcome back to Daydream Manor Flower Farm. I'm Dawn. I'm in South Louisiana in Zone 8B. Alright, today I'm in the flower field because, what did I say on our last video? Hopefully by the next time we talked, I'd have 2 beds and 2 beds planted out. I think that's what I said. I don't remember. I have to go look. Y'all look. Bada boom, bada bang. I got 2 beds. What? Okay, but they're not both planted out. So small wins. This one still needs the weed barrier on it. My hole's burned. But y'all, seriously, once the holes are in there, I can plant this out. It's going to take about an hour. The other bed is about 2/3 of the way done. What I figured out when I got 2/3 of the way done, I thought I had started more honeywort and more something. What is the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, here we go, people. Here we go. Farming over 50 in its finest. Digitalis. And so I thought I had started more and I did not. I don't know what happened there. So I did just go and start some more. So I'm going to keep that bed for the rest of that. I'm trying to do a better job grouping my flowers this year because I've normally just said, oh, well, this is an empty spot. Let me put this here. No rhyme or reason. So I'm trying to do better this year. So I'm excited about this. Woo, go Mr. Daydream. It's sunny out here today. That's why I'm out here. It's 82 degrees. According to Facebook, 5 years ago it was snowing here. Not that I want it to snow today. Please, please, please. Don't do well in cold weather. I got so tickled because somebody that watches my videos, Patty, hi, sends me a snapshot. It's like -11. Feels like -25. And I'm thinking, I would be a shut-in. Like, I don't know if I could leave my house. So then I went and took a screenshot of my stuff inside my little barometer or whatever the hell that thing's called. And it's like 77 degrees and it's 8:45. So I don't know how y'all do it in the colder climates. I'm sure y'all think the same thing about us when it's 110 in the freaking shade here. So I get it. What else? Oh, I got notification. I talked a little bit about this. I want to do a longer video on it once I understand it better. I had applied for a hoop house through Equip, through USDA, and I knew I wasn't going to get approved because it was at the end of the funding cycle. But they had me go ahead and apply anyway so that it would just roll over. And I got a notification that I've got like 4 forms missing. So I've been in contact with both of my field offices. They have been amazing. I've got the forms, so I'm going to get those filled out and emailed back to them because there's like a January deadline. And with the holidays coming up, I'm like, I don't want to get caught up or delayed. So I need to take care of that. And really, that's the only thing that's really happened in the past week or so. The other thing that I really wanted to talk about today is about collaboration and the sense of community. Because a few things have happened, and it just reinforces why I started my YouTube channel. So, y'all, I don't have any trade secrets here. I don't have any secrets. I tell y'all everything. I tell y'all when I screw it up. I tell you when I have a success. Like, I don't have a lot of trade secrets. And maybe it's because I'm in a different season of my life where I'm more interested in the collaboration aspect. And it may be the season, but it also may be because I've worked in education for years. I am in training and development now and have been for years. And I just know the power of educating people. And so for me, that is where I come from. I'm not interested in competition. I think we all have a place here. So I'm just putting this in context so you kind of know where I'm going with this. When I started my flower farm, I did not know anyone. I didn't know anyone else who ever had a flower farm. Heck, I really didn't even know anybody who farmed. So it just so happened my daughter's mother-in-law had worked with somebody for several years, and she retired and she started a flower farm. So she connected us via Facebook, and I reached out and she was like, hey, I'm going to be at the farmer's market. Come see me. So I dragged Mr. Daydream down to the farmer's market because at this point he's like, oh God, now what? And we end up spending several hours with her. Y'all, she talked to me about everything. I mean, we talked about how to keep deer pressure down, pest control. Y'all, she even told me how much her water bill was. It was such a great conversation, and it immediately spurred in me about that sense of collaboration. This one was not worried about me as a competitor. We both have different ideas of how we want to run our farms, the things we want to do, the focuses we're at, where we're focused at. So it was a natural fit. And y'all, fast forward, we had these hurricane-like winds that had come through. It was bizarre. I keep using that word with the weather because I don't know what other word to use. And I was freaking out because I had bouquet subscriptions that were due to go out. And I just made a post on my social media, just say on my Facebook page, my personal page. I was like, yo, well, fingers crossed I have enough. This woman texted me and said, hey, we're not home. Saw your post. In a different state, visiting a child who's away at college. Whatever flowers you need, go cut them. Ma'am, I can go to your farm and cut the flowers if I need them. Yes, you can. Y'all, that's my people. Those are the people that I gravitate towards. So, all of that said, we have created kind of like, this little circle. I have another flower friend who's about 20 minutes away from me. Same thing. You can reach out to her. We talk back and forth. We have some other flower farmers who are in the other way from me, about 30 minutes. Chat with them, support them however we can. It is more, for us, it is about a collaboration. I had also, very early on, reached out to other established flower farmers. Yeah, I only had one bad experience, and it really wasn't a bad experience. It was just like, okay, check that one off. She didn't want to share any information. She really wasn't interested in having a conversation. I mean, I could have called her at a bad time. I don't know. We just did not click. I felt like she thought I was competition, and I'm like, ma'am, we live 600 miles away. Okay. But anyway, that was 1 out of like 10. So there are so many people out here who are willing to help you and willing to have a conversation. It is why this community is so important to me. So I got an email from someone who wants to start a flower farm, who's about 3.5 hours maybe north of me. And I called her. Yeah, we had the best conversation. Hi, Carolyn. She's retired from a school system. I worked for our state school system, our state education department for years, so we kind of had that in common. But we were just talking, and I shared with her about I could prepare forever. Just go put some seeds in the ground, right? Like, just go do it. And then I found out, like, she has been a florist for years. Y'all, I don't know how to do that. I mean, we have to take that dumb test. In order to have a flower farm and put bouquets together, you have to have a retail florist license here in the state of Louisiana. Okay, so if I go missing, y'all, it's because of the flower mafia. So somebody needs to investigate, because I'm saying this publicly. It is the stupidest money grab I have ever seen. If you're from Louisiana, you know. It is just pointless. In fact, it felt so good to hear her actually say that nobody even uses those techniques anymore. I mean, that's how outdated this stuff is. This book that you actually have to buy is from the 1970s. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So, all that to say, if I do go missing, y'all check the flower mafia people. Anyway, so as we're talking, I'm thinking, wow, man, wouldn't it be cool if she could come here? We could do some type of workshop. How do we collaborate? Because we're both at a space, I think, and I don't want to speak for her, but I feel like we're in a space where we want to collaborate. It's not about competition. And Lord, she's 4 hours away from me. What kind of competition would that be? Like, I don't know. So anyway, I am just telling you all that to really just say thank you. Helping build this community of farming over 50. And it doesn't matter what you're farming. Whatever the crop is, whether it's cattle, goats, it doesn't matter. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here if you're under 50. Please continue to share. I'm always open for discussion. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you soon.